How I fixed my pigeon chest, or I'm still in the process of fixing my pigeon chest. This is the transformation over the course of, that was February this year. I always like to compare lean to lean photos to give you a better flavour of how progress is coming on. And that was in 2020. So this video was inspired by a comment in the comment section who said a guy is struggling to grow his chest, and I'm going to break down what I did to grow mine so you can extract the value and apply it to your own training. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Tom Sergey and I run the Gorilla Platoon, which is an online physique transformation program where we get results like this. So let's waste no time and get straight into how you're going to fix your motherfucking chest. Now, when you are training your chest and you don't have much muscle on there, don't expect to feel your chest because there's not that much muscle fibers to push blood into to feel it. However, how do we train the chest? Well, the chest starts by your sternum, runs across and inserts onto your humerus. So we want to think about driving the humerus towards the midline of the body. Now, a great exercise that you can do is the dumbbell press. Why? And especially when you have a smaller chest, this is massively useful because the money here is at the bottom. The money is as you've pulled your chest apart and you're hitting it in the lengthened position. So the feeling that you're after here is the stretch feeling. On the way down, you're trying to feel like you're pulling your pecs apart. And then at the bottom, your pec fibers feel like guitar strings. Then your only mission is to drive your biceps, not pressing from your hands, towards the midline of the body at the top. Don't think about feeling the chest when you press towards the top. Because again, there won't be that much resistance when you do this at the top. Why? Because it's a blunt weight. The blunt weight is running through your wrist joint, elbow joint, shoulder joint, which are all pretty much stacked. So there's not that much resistance at the top compared to the resistance we have at the bottom. So don't expect to feel your chest at the top of the rep, but do expect to feel a stretch at the bottom. Now, with that out the way and you're not chasing feeling, there are a main mistake you'll make, and that's your actual posture and setup of that. If you look at the way I've set up here, at no point are my shoulders in front of my chest. And I've pulled my rib cage apart and up. What it does is then pushes the fibers across the rib cage. If you have your chest and your sternum bone down, your chest is collapsed. Therefore, you have no other option than to use your shoulders to press the load back up. So you must fix your posture. Whenever you're doing this exercise, sternum up. It is the best bet. Keep the sternum up and you'll be able to work it. If the sternum collapses, you won't feel your pecs. Not in the slightest. Your shoulders will take over to feel and finish the rest of the movement. Now, that's all well and good, and that works. The main thing that I can tell you to do, once you understand, hit the muscle in the lengthened position, because A, you're stronger in the lengthened position as well. So we'll come on to hitting it in the shortened position in a second. But you're stronger in the lengthened position. You understand that you need to drive your bicep to your pec and not to press the load from your hand. And you understand that if at any point your sternum collapses, you're not going to be able to hit the pecs. Now at this point, your only focus and only mission is to get stronger on this movement. This means every time you train, you beat what you did the time before. You either get an extra rep, more load, better time under tension, better tempo, and that way you will grow. Now, it's okay if you got 10 reps on a certain weight, you upped it, and then you only got 6 or 7. That's okay. You must start again on the heavier load, and the body will adapt and respond, and eventually you will get those numbers back up towards the 10 marker. If you always stay high reps, trying to feel the muscle, you won't grow. Do not worry about feeling the muscle. Worry about doing the movement properly, and worry about getting very, very strong when you do the movement. Record your numbers. Be able to put your hands on the tangible progress you've made on the pressing movement. Now, you will need food to support this. So, if you're in a growth season, and an off season, an improvement phase, whatever you want to call it, you're going to need to be in a slight surplus. 200 calories extra, coming from 50 grams of carbs, ideally around the workout to drive gym floor performance and energy demand in the gym. And then you will grow. You will absolutely grow. Now, there is other ways of hitting the pecs, and we'll come on to those now, and I'll show you what you should do for that. So you need to make sure you're doing a Peck Deck. The beautiful thing about this is it is literally the function of the chest. Drive the humerus towards the midline of the body. Why I want you to do this, A, it's a good exercise, but B, it will get you in the mindset that to train your chest, you need to bring your upper arm towards the midline of your body whilst keeping your chest up. The beautiful thing about this, you can actually feel it in the shortened position. Obviously, with whatever amount of chest you have, you will feel that as you contract the muscle. So in many ways, it'll serve you to do this first because it'll drive a lot of blood into the tissue, and your chest will be warm and toasty after you've done a few sets of this. So A, it's going to allow you to nail down the arm path. B, it's going to allow a lot of blood to go into the tissue. So then when you're then going into the stretch position, you're warm, you're firing, the joints are in a good space, they're lubricated, and you can feel it a little bit more. But remember, don't look for the feeling, but it will be there. Then this is the last exercise I want you to run with. So you're going to run with some form of plate machine press. Now, this will be easy in the bottom and harder as you push towards the top. So again, another chance to quote-unquote feel the chest, but it's not something we're looking for. You are looking to drive your biceps towards your pecs. Why is this a good exercise? Because you don't have to stabilize it. It is all fixed. All you need to do is drive your elbows together and you will work your chest. Load this up, get stronger across this movement like the other ones, and your chest will grow. So they're the 3 exercises you're going to do with the approach you're going to take towards it and how to actually hit the chest and get it to grow. Do this for long enough, your chest will grow. See Exhibit A here, your chest will grow. If you found this video useful, great. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, that'd be nice. And I will see you tomorrow.